and welcome to this week's episode of Magoos Corner. I'm your host Trevor Gregg, joined by Sean the Difference Jacobson.
Howdy Trev, again for the seventh and last time, I reckon tonight.
Last time, yes, absolutely. Coming to you from the lovely Portland Hotel, and thanks to our sponsors again for being able to let us do this. Looking at the first game for Division 1 reserves, Ros Trevor and Unley McGiddish Jets out at Campbelltown Oval. It's probably closer than I thought it was going to be. Unley still haven't been able to acclimatise to Division 1 yet. Sitting second bottom, I think. Though. Yeah, absolutely. 10 goals, 868 to 12, 18, 90. Yeah. So it's good for Ros Trevor because they've been struggling a little bit this year compared to where they have been. Yeah. But you've got
big upset this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Salisbury North changing, coming down to the bottom of the ladder, so that changes things up a little bit. But for the Jetters, it was Canal with 5, Batty, Merrigan, Davies, Mears, and Keem were the goal scorers. So, and for the better players were Davenport, Chapman, Iwanishin, Canal, and we got to Darryl Kerrigan. No, it was Merrigan were the better players there, and Myers still get it wrong. Worked with his sister, Champion, getting in goal scorers. Should be playing A grade.
And for Ros Trevor, we had their goal kickers Karachi with 3, Nisbet with 2, Harrison 2, and singles to Versace, Richter, Leggett, and Darren Mead. And best players were Weaver, Karachi, Dubois, Darren Mead, Kitson, and Littler.
The little one. Next one, Port Districts hosted Henley.
It didn't surprise me the result.
No, not at all.
Henley are struggling.
Right across the board, it's still...
If you told me that at the start of the year, I would. Even though they said they lost a few players, I still wouldn't have picked them to be struggling anywhere near this bad.
I think they lost about a dozen. But that's
usually
still...
juniors are going to come in anyway, they've got more juniors than...
They're like the Geelong Falcons, it's just one from here to here. But the same with Goodwood Saints, there's a Division 1 has been completely shaken up this year. And it has to be the year that Portland weren't in it. It would have been a good year for Portland to be in it. But looking ahead, we have Francis, Ferguson, Fry, Chapman with a couple, Gill and Morrison with the singles, Downing, Ferguson, Graham, Charaboldis, Broughton and Morrison were the better players.
And for districts we had Miller with a big bag of 6, Smith with 3, Johnson 2, and singles to Wiseman, Kopikin, Lavigny and Ruse. Best players Johnson, Story, Martin, Morale, Cameron and Miller. So we've got you got quite a few names there that have played A grade for districts from last year. I think you've got Greg there, you've got Quinn, I think as well. Big Russell Martinez is still playing around in the 2s, and of course Coda Levine playing in the 2s. So they've got they've just come down and just been able to top up the thing with Tommy's rumour about Thurgood going in a couple of weeks. I think it is actually for work, but not surprising that loss for Henley. No, not surprising. I had a year from hell, but
I mean they're still sitting in 7th, but they're only one win away from really being at the bottom of that ladder. And I dare say now, after last week's loss to Port Districts in the A grade, they are coming into Division 2 for the first time in God knows how many years.
I'm not going to go that far just yet. You don't know what
I'm calling it.
I wouldn't write them off just yet, but yeah, it looks that way.
A couple of more leading teams meetings.
Oh yeah.
To tell one bloke that he's doing everything wrong rather than the collective. But you're right, I'm not going to go any further. Yep. Now, these guys here, in their A grade, and it was a fantastic weekend for Prince Alfred. They just hosted a really big event for the young girl. I keep forgetting, I can't remember that
in the paper yet.
Yeah, it was all over the news tonight also. So make sure you log in, have a look at our Facebook page, have a look at the magazine. There are ways for you to donate. So it's a fantastic cause, and massive shout out to Princes for doing it. I give them a lot of shit about their oval, about their club rooms, them in general, and the colour of the Guernseys, but to do what they did on the weekend is a fantastic effort. So a lot of respect for you guys. Prince Alfred 9-7-61 unfortunately on the day, going down to Goodwood Saints 12-4-76. They did absolutely let it slip. So it's one of those games again that when you're taking on a side like Goodwood Saints, you get that close, you have to take advantage of it. Yeah. I don't know that, but I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Yeah, first quarter rather close. Second quarter again, still only a couple of kicks in it. Princey's hit the front of at the end of the third quarter, 7-6 to 7-3, and that's when Goodwood, as they do, they rolled over in the end.
Smashed them.
Yeah,
so last, that is.
I'll look at Goodwood Saints, and it was Gillett with a couple, the same as Jones and Ewers. Goodstall, Schiller, Kudra Harding, Levy and Presler were the goal scorers. I think Presler is a A-grader from last year, if I remember correctly. Big Tommy Lynch, Tom Jones, George, Presler and Gillett were the better players there for the Saints.
And for Prince Alfred, their goal kickers were Ross and Holmes with 2. And
Big Johnny Holmes.
Yep. And singles to Young, Choims, Collison, Skier and Potts. Best players, Holmes, Hugo, Latchford, Hall and Brennan.
Next game, I did think this was going to be a lot closer. I think I did. Oh, I need to go back and have a look. I need to keep a tally because Tommy says that he's perfect with all of his tips. He got 27 out of 29 the previous week. Not sure what he got last week, but 17,709 to 6,541. Now this was where the game was called live in the A grade at Peteringa Oval. Good day out for Teacher Gully and Paynham, but unfortunately the B grade no good.
Yep, they gave up a fight in the first half, Paynham, and then after that they didn't even rock up, it seems.
No.
Got smashed in the last half, where Teacher Gully piled on 11 to their 3 goals.
Teacher Gully just have a knack of doing that to sides and to good sides up at that Oval.
The best team in the comp at this point in both grades, aren't they?
Absolutely, yep. Trainos with 2, Lynch, Imbrogno, Carrigan and Edsel were the goal kickers for Paynham. Dillaway, Allison, Trainos, Roberts and Morossi were the best players. Sorry.
Yeah. And for Tea Gully, their goal kickers Robinson with 7, Penny with 3, Daniels 2, singles to Doyle, Hallandall, Tiggerman, West and Grubber. Best players Macaulay, West, Mather, Daniels, Robinson and Kowalik.
Kowalik, cow, give a cow a lick.
Yeah, get him.
Last game of the round, Adelaide Uni went out to Salisbury North, and it's doesn't matter who you are, it's always a tough game to play.
And
out of
Salisbury
North
West would have wanted to win this after losing the points too.
Absolutely, and this is look, I've voiced my opinion.
Beauties as well, aren't they? They're just going as well as Henley.
Yeah.
And well, I'm having to guess there, but yeah.
Yeah, in the A grade, I think they're not doing too crash hot, but in the Bs they're okay, sitting 5th. But it's.
Salisbury North are now bottom, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean I've had my 2 cents about it, about the penalties that have been imposed onto Salisbury North. But I think the penalty suits, if you can put it in a cliche, it suits the crime. So whatever that happened a few years back, they're on good behaviour, but then you've just got a few guys take out the first one being the under 18, which Salisbury North, to their credit, jumped on it straight away, got rid of that person, and then you've got these other clowns that have come across afterwards and done this to Salisbury North when they're trying to turn it around. So this is why we said earlier in Div 5 that Smithfield have done really, really well in turning that train of thought about their club. Salisbury North, a few of their blokes need to have a real hard good look at themselves because
anyway.
Div 1 is stronger with Salisbury North in it, rather than them dropping out and dropping points for the 2nd week in a row. So now that I'm finished, it was 11-12, 78, 5-9, 39 Adelaide Uni. So a nice win for Salisbury North after losing their points.
Yeah, won it easy. Weren't really threatened at all during the game.
No.
And would have expected them after losing their points to come out and really make a statement.
Absolutely.
Smash them.
Evans, Pittman, Hewish, Sladen, Moore were the goal scorers there for Uni. Parker, Deng, Pittman, Dart and Stewart were the better players.
And for Salisbury North, we had their goal scorers were Kutlarkis with 4, Basari 3, Clark 2, and singles to Danny McBride and Carmichael. And best players Kutlarkis, McBride, Behrens, Clark and Mulrooney.
Kutlarkis is a name that we say regularly too on this show. Now looking at round 7 for Division 1 next week, Goodwood Oval. This is going to be a cracking game. Goodwood Saints versus Salisbury North. I mean Salisbury North sitting in the bottom, right at the bottom of the ladder. 2 wins and 3 losses, but they've been quite good with their percentage, just under 50%, which is nothing to be shy about. But I think I'll let you go.
Yeah,
you like goodies
for me, yeah.
At Goodwood Oval, I do like how they play.
Second, and they've only lost the 1 game.
But don't be surprised if Salisbury North come out firing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Henley and Prince Alfred at Henley Memorial Oval.
Be close, I reckon. So Henley, I reckon, might just get up on this one.
Or are you going to go for Henley on this one?
No, I just looked at the ladder. No, I'm not. Scratch that. I'll go Prince Alfred.
The names that they've got out at Henley and the names that they've got in their ones if they're trying to do things around. But for me, Prince Alfred by an absolute mozza. Mozza.
Yeah.
Unley McGiddish Jets and Port Districts at Kingswood Oval.
Might go a little upset here, I reckon, Districts.
Ooh.
I reckon they've been telling me a few of the boys how good they are in the A's and in the B's.
Been doing it for years, Diff.
Yeah, I know, they've suckered me in this week, so I'll listen to them, but if they let me down, I'll never be tipping them again.
So on the peninsula, has anybody else ever sucked you into how good they are?
Me. I do it myself all the time.
I've seen actually how you've stretched before a game.
I don't even stretch. I just sit next to you and drink it and don't just let the boys all do the warm-up.
Give it to yourself. Yeah. For me, I like Unley. I'm going to see if they can back me up and get a win here. Payneham Norwood Union and Ross Trevor at Payneham Oval.
Payneham, they said, both struggling this year it seems, but I reckon Payneham just only because it's at home.
Yeah, I do like Payneham at home. I'm a big fan of the Payneham Norwood Union Footy Club, but I'm going with the brain.
Yeah.
And saying Payneham will win that one. And Adelaide Uni, Tea Tree Gully at Uni Oval.
Well, yeah, we both know who we're going this one, I reckon. Yeah, Tea Tree Gully. Yeah.
What? no, for me, Tea Tree Gully, I think they love the big oval, and I think it'll be. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be this weekend, but Tea Tree Gully and Tea Tree Gully by plenty.
Easy.
So it's been a very indifferent Division 1 so far this year. I really can't wait to see what happens later on. What we'll do is just remind you, make sure you subscribe to the SA Footballer magazine, do what Tea Tree Gully did and have the game called live at your game. It's a fantastic initiative, and there's been nothing but positive remarks about it. A couple of little technical things, but you'd expect that for the first crack at it, but I think it'll be great. The producer is just perfect. He's got the perfect face for radio, and does a really, really good job. So once again, we thank you very much for your viewership, and we'll catch you again next week.